Hey, Cassie.
Yeah.
Hey, guys. Hey. Guys, Lord. Hey, my love. Hey, Z. Hey, Cassie. Girl. Oh, okay. I don't need y'all to judge me, and do not judge me. Hey, Memoji. Hey, Bailey. Hey, Bailey. Hey, I'm not. Hey, Two Boss. Hey, Chantel. Kanisha. Hey, I'm not Drea. Hey, I'm not for the. Hey, Zinda. Hey, Cheeto Vanilla. Hey, Two Boss. Girl, hey, Erica. Hey, guys. Oh, okay. So I just left. Okay, guys. Girl, guys. Okay, what if are y'all gonna judge me? I need an answer now. Are y'all gonna judge me? Y'all gonna judge me? Yes, girl. So, I was talking to this nigga, right, for a minute. Just some, you never got these sideline niggas that you be talking to. So I'm lonely. I'm thinking about Robot Man, and I'm very sad about it. So, I went over to one of the side nigga's place. The nigga I was talking to for a minute. This nigga's about my height. He has the teeth of broken promises. His bro, and I'm not the one to talk about teeth, but since my teeth is getting fixed, I'm a sellout now. So his teeth is like very broken promises. And then he over here, his face is a little covered. He had like dreads and glasses, so you can't really see his face. But he looked like my favorite artist. One of my favorite artists. I forgot his name, but I don't know how to pronounce names. But he looked like my favorite artist if my favorite artist went down bad. So he gave me a hug, right? I'm like, oh hey, and all that, right? So I go in the place, right? And then I go in the place to take my shoes. So I go in the place, right? And then I go in the place to take my shoes off. He said, yeah, this is his place. Okay, this is his place. I'm looking around. I see a wheelchair there. And I see a picture of his great-grandmother doing this. This nigga's lying. Girl, this is a picture right there. I'm like, something don't make sense. But the nigga say it's his place, right? So I go to his room. It's your place, but you don't have the master bedroom? So I go to his little ass room, right? And then he said, oh, I like anime. I said, cool, I like anime too. And he was like, oh, you want to watch a scary movie? No, he said, I heard you like scary movies. I said, I do too. He said, okay, let's watch that scary. And we're watching. First thing I said in his bed, this nigga rubbing up my A. Right? He rubbing up my A. And I'm like, okay. Mind you, I just left this guy's house. I said, oh, okay. He's like, my love language is touch. Is that okay to touch you? I mean, if you do it respectfully, you can touch my shoulders. And then he was like, yeah, I know, you smell so good. You pretty in person. I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't even think you liked me like that. I said, what made you say that? He said, I've seen you in the app for a hot minute, but you never swipe right on me. And mind you, I did mistakenly swipe right on him this time. I was supposed to do left. But BLK, the app is a little bit off. And but so the thing is, yes, girl. And then so I went in, and then I'm like, yes, I mistakenly, but my girl, I've been talking to this man for a minute. So I've been talking to this nigga for a minute. And then he was rubbing on my butt. I was like, oh my god, whatever. Okay. So I laid down, and I'm still thinking about Robot Man and all the niggas in the past. And I'm thinking, while we're watching the movie, this nigga grabbed his hand and stress ball my chest. And I'm over here still miserable while he's stress bossing my chest. He's like, damn, you soft. I'm like, thank you. Okay. And then I hear a big knock on the door. And I hear, he's like, oh shit. He gets up. Mind you, I turn around. Why that nigga only got his boxers on? I said, this is what you were doing behind me? This nigga gets up, opens the door. Guess who's in the door? His motherfucking niece. Talking about, oh, where the pizza man's outside and all that. And I was like, oh. I said, I know damn well. His niece knocked the motherfucking door. talk about the pizza man outside. So you order pizza, so you know the pizza man will come in, and you still invited me over and didn't even offer me. He offered me some pizza. I ain't gonna hold you, but he didn't tell me. And then you over here, your niece said, bitch, I thought this was your house. You didn't tell me you had a niece coming. His niece coming looking bad as hell. You know those bad kids with the gold in their teeth? His niece looked bad as hell, bro. Bad. She looked bad. And then the niece looking at me like, bitch, I hope I don't grow up to be this down bad. Girl, I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm over here looking around. And I said, and he came over, he said, you want some pizza? I said, yes, I took some pizza. But I said, hey, I gotta go. He's like, oh, no. Before he said that, I was like, okay. I said, you had a niece? You didn't tell me you had your niece isn't here. He's like, yeah, I babysit her sometimes. Well, you with me right now. Who's watching her? This little kid look bad as hell. Who's watching her? And then he was like, oh, no, she's fine. And then I'm like, I'm getting ready to go, right? And he was like, damn, you be talking to other people? I said, yes, I'm dating. Like, I'm dating you. He said, you be having, embracing other people? I said, no. He said, you my girl now. I said, what? He said, yeah, you're my girl now. He said, let's go out for dinner. I'm going to schedule a dinner for us to go out to. I said, what? What is going on? I said, what? I said, what? Girl, yes, his niece was outside. Niece had a crop top on. And a big ass crop top on. And it's like, hey, girl, with some gold teeth looking at me. And honestly, I don't know if that's a niece. Because I look like an older woman. I look like one of those mini people trying to pretend to be a kid. That look like a mini kid and try to get, like, hey, the nigga's stupid, so he probably wouldn't even realize that that's his niece. Yes, the kid had gold teeth, bro. Yes, bitch. You think I'm playing? I'm not even trying to be funny, bro. This little girl had a crop top with some gold teeth on, and I ain't gonna lie, she looked like she don't sleep. So I don't know if that's a little girl or somebody pretending to be. This is not McMillan, bitch. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so I just left a nigga's house, right? So I'm over here talking to this. I had talked to this nigga. You ever have these niggas you talk to, and then this nigga keeps texting me. I never text back, and so I text back now. And I'm like, shit, I'm lonely. I've been thinking. I would listen to Where Is the Love That You Promised Me? I was thinking about Robot Man. I was just so sad and depressed, and I gotta go to work tomorrow. So I'm extra sad and depressed. And then this nigga is texting me. I said, fuck it, let me just hang out with this nigga for a little bit. He was like, hey, want to come over? I said, shit, why not? You guys gonna say don't go over these niggas' houses. At this point, I'm depressed. If this nigga unalived me, shit, I wouldn't be mad at it. So I'm over here. I drove to this nigga house, right? And then drove in the nigga. He lives really close by. Parked the car. He comes out. This nigga about 5'6". He's taller than me, but barely by an inch. I give him a hug. His stomach poking me. I said, bitch, I'm not trying to fat shame, but it is what it is. I said, his stomach poking me. He opened, he's like, Dan, you're pretty in person. Dan, was it hard to drive here? I said, oh. I said, nigga, you used AI to fix your teeth because your teeth didn't look like that in your pictures. He was smiling, pearly whites looking like this. He used AI to do his teeth. That was fucking wrong, bro. I should have left when I saw that, but bitch, I was sad. He was like, oh, Dan, it's like, Dan, yeah, let's go. This is my place. I said, okay, this is your place. I pull up. I go inside. I see a wheelchair and some arthritis pills in the counter. I said, this is your place? He said, yes. I see his grandma picture right there doing this. That nigga's lying to you. Girl, the grandma picture right there on the wall. And I'm like, okay. I said, okay, so I clearly know this nigga's lying, but shit, I'm sad, I'm depressed. I go to his motherfucking room, and he's like, this is my place. This is mind you, he said this is his place. He goes to his room. His room by a 2x2 with a big king bed by a 2x2 room. So barely any room to move. He's like, I just make everything comfortable. So he had magazines covered under his bed. He had a candle lit. Girl, so I'm like, okay, I sit down in the bed, and then we were trying, he said, what you want to watch? I said, I like horror movies. And then he was like, oh, I like anime. We can do a compromise. I said, yeah, whatever, right? I just want to forget about my niggas. So I'm over here, and he said, make yourself comfortable. No, I sat down, and he started rubbing on my butt, right? He said, my love language is touch. I was like, oh, that's cool. He said, you don't mind that. You don't mind that, do you? I said, no, I don't mind it, but respectful. No worries. I respect women. Okay, cool. And he said, make yourself comfortable. So I sit down. I lay down, right? I'm like, okay. And then this nigga touching my chest, using my chest as a stress ball. I let him do it. Why not? And I look at the TV, and I'm just watching the TV miserable. And I said, this is my life now. I look at the ceiling. Some of the ceiling was peeling off. I said, yes, this is where I'm supposed to be at. I'm just depressed. And then I hear a big knock on the door. Boom, 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 boom. They said, oh, shit. And I look behind me, and I see him with only his boxers on. I said, this is what you were doing behind me? This nigga goes in the front of the door, and then he opens the thing, and I see a mini person with a crop top with some gold teeth. The pizza man is here. They all have the same mouth. The pizza man is here. And it's his niece, his little niece. I said, I know damn well. That little niece looking at me, bitch, I hope I don't grow up to be like you. And I said, the little niece go in front of the door. They getting the pizza. The pizza man come, right? I know he didn't tip him. He comes back. He said, you want some pizza? This shit had mushrooms in it. I said, no, I'm good. And then I was kind of like getting ready to go. He was eating the pizza. He's like, hey, so you talking to anybody? I said, not really. I mean, I'm dating. Yes, I am. I'm talking to people like I'm talking to you. He said, you my girl now. I said, what? I said, oh, I'm your girl now? I said, I just met you. How am I your girl? He said, no, we have a vibe. I'm your girl. We're going to go out for dinner. I want to choose a place we're going to go. You know, he's like, you're my girl's house. You know, you talking to anybody? I said, no. Well, you know, let's go to dinner. And then we're going to pick a place. We're going to pick a place. I'm going to start over. Don't worry, guys. We're going to pick a place. And then we're going to go to dinners. I said, okay, I said, wow. I mean, we just met. How are we going to go to dinners? How are we going to do it? You know, and I low-key have a bad habit of mimicking people. When you have an accent, I mimic you somewhat. So I'm like, how are you going to go to dinners? Oh, shit. I said that on accident. I was not even trying to be funny. I actually said that on accident. Oh, shit. He's texting me. This nigga's low-key crazy. Because this nigga's talking about I'm his girlfriend now. He just texted me, asking if I made it home. On my thing, I call him Snicker Bar because he's thick, like a Snicker. But I was like, oh yeah, let's go to dinner. He's like, yes, let's go. And then you know, I was like, okay, I'll text you when I get back. And then yeah, I didn't text him yet, but shit. Okay, so I'm gonna start the story over again. I'm gonna go slower because I think I was talking fast. It just happened, so I'm just like. Okay, so I'm sad. I'm listening to Where is the Love You Promised Me? SWV. I'm sad. I'm in the house sad. I get a text. I'm texting this nigga. He's always desperate. I text him once in a blue moon. But I'm really sad. SWV. Where is the love that you promised me? So I'm over here. He said, you know, let's go. He said, you wanna hang out? You've been asking me to hang out for a minute, but I'm like, no, I've been with Robot Man the whole time. I have never, you know what? But I'm sad. I don't have Robot Man in my life right now. I'm depressed. I'm a lover girl. So I drive. I get ready, you know, put my old wig on, which is cute. I think I'm gonna wear this for this week for work. And I drove, right? I wore my cute ass outfit, you know, my chest out, you know, looking hella cute, like always, the fuck. So I'm driving, right? And then you know, obviously he lives in the shackles, the shambles. But you know, it is what it is. So I drive, and then he comes outside. I told him, I pull the window down. I said, where do I park? He said, park right there. I pull up, and I see this nigga about 5'6". Mind you, I had some platform sandals on, so I was almost his height. And he was like, fuck, you made that. That was so fast. I said, who said that? I looked at his mouth, and I realized the sound was coming from his mouth. I'm not the one to talk about teeth, but I'm a sellout now. I have braces. I can sell out. I said, whoa. That bitch, his profile picture, he had pearly whites. He was smiling like this. Girl, his teeth look like, bitch, it like the border that Donald Trump is trying to put for Mexico. It looked like when the border wall. It looked like it when it's curved in. It looked like the Trump wall. Girl, I couldn't even believe it. I was lonely, wet bread. I was lonely. And so I was like, whoa, that shit coming. It's like, damn, you made it. You're prettier in person. I said, oh, thank you. Yeah, let's just go inside. This is my house. I said, whoa, this is your house? Yeah, this is my house. I go up, right? I take my shoes off. Respectful. I'm an island girl. So I'm respectful. I put my shoes there. I see, first thing I see, a wheelchair cross. Because the house is not ugly. I ain't gonna hold you. The house is not ugly. But I see here, I see a wheelchair across the living room, and I see arthritis pills in the counter. And I look up and I see grandma's picture doing this. That nigga's lying to you. Girl, I looked up and I said, what? I looked at her and I said, oh yeah, you right. This is your house. I'm not the one to say anything. I'm not going to say nothing. He says it's his house. It's his house. It's his house. It's his house. Who am I? Who am I? So I'm over here. He said, let's go to my room. I'm thinking, it's his house, right? Oh, hey, Julius, my love. It's his house, right? I said, bet. It's his house. I go inside I walk in the hallway, and I see, and then he told me, this is my room. The smallest room in the house. This is your house, right? This is the smallest room in your house. That room is 2 by 2 with a king-size bed. Barely any room. I said, oh, thank you. So I said, okay. So I said, shit. I sit down on the bed, right? He's like, what you want to watch? He's like, what you want to watch? I said, I like horror movies. Oh, I like animes. We can watch animes and horror movies. Okay, I said, okay, shit, why not? I said, why not? I'm sitting down, right? And then this nigga's rubbing on my backside. My love language, it's love. It's touch. I said, okay, I bet. No, this is a different dude. This is not the pilot. Different dude. Pilot. By the way, I gotta tell you something about Pilot. He was really a pilot. I gotta tell you something about him. But it's not Pilot. It's a different. This is Snicker bar. It's It's like one of completely different dude. Thank you, my love. So, the pilot was a damn pilot. But okay. So my love language is touch. I said, okay, cool. And I laid down. So the nigga was grabbing on my chest, using it as a stress ball. I let the nigga do it. I'm still thinking about Robot Man while I'm watching the TV. While he was using my chest as a stress ball, I hear the big bang knocking the door. He said, oh shit. And then I look in the back. I see him with his boxers off. I said, this is what you were doing behind me? He opens the door, right? Recap. I promise you, I'll recap. I promise. And then he opened the door. I see a mini little person, which it was his niece, with a crop top and some gold teeth. The pizza man is here. I said, oh. I said, and then the little girl looking at me like, looking disgraced, like, hope I don't grow up to be like you. Girl. And then he gets the pizza. I hear the pizza man and all that. They got the pizza. I was like I stood up from the bed. I said, what is happening right now? This can't be real life. And then he was like, oh, you want some pizza? I said, no, I'm good. The shit had mushrooms in it. I would have took it. And then after that, he was like, he was like, hey, he put the pizza down. He turned around. He's like, are you seeing anybody? I said, not really seeing anybody. He was like, you're my girlfriend's now. I said, whoa, what? You talking to anybody? I mean, I'm dating people like you are. Like, I'm dating you. I just met you. Like, I know we've been talking, but I just really met you in person. So, no, you're my girlfriend's now. I said, whoa, okay, buddy. I was like, okay. And then he was like, let's go out for some dinner. He's like, we're going to get some dinner next date. I said, okay. And, yeah, I left. And I'm here now. But you know what? It's a time to have. I think he might be. I'm not going to say he's completely normal. I think he has some type of place, like, where he's a little bit, I think he's a little controlling, because you say, I'm your girlfriend now, I just met you, and he was calling me thick through the whole night, which I'm not complaining. Shit, I'm thicker than a Snicker. I ain't gonna hold you. But, you know, it's like, yeah. I don't think he's, like, I don't think he's slow, but he does have, it kind of gives, like, I might be the first girl to ever come over for a long, long, long time. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, it is. I was just lonely, and you know, I went on live. I tried to go live earlier, but the Wi-Fi sucked. I need to call, not AT&T. Was it Metro? AT&T. Yeah, I need to call AT&T because I was trying to go live while I was there, but the Wi-Fi keeps coming back and off and on. But yes, bitch, and that's just crazy. I'm very lonely, guys. I'm thinking about Robot Man, you know, and I'm very, very sad right now. And so I'm like, girl, yes, bitch. Yes. Okay, I'll recap. Don't worry, guys. I'll recap. Okay. Yes, girl. Okay, the pilot. Damn, do I have the picture? Shit. Let me show you. Girl, he was a damn pilot. Read this, guys. He was a damn pilot. He was a damn pilot. That nigga was really a pilot. That nigga was actually a pilot, bitch. Call him back. This nigga saw me without my hair. Do you know what this nigga looked like? Okay, when I said what's up, nigga? He looked at me. He was looking confused. He was like, what? And then I was like, what's up, nigga? And then this nigga was like, what? And I hung up because the redness in my face. I was hella embarrassed. I couldn't even believe it because that nigga was actually cute in real life. That nigga actually looked good. I ruined. But that nigga was an hour away, so I don't care. It's not like I ruined anything for real. But that nigga was actually a motherfucking pilot. Yes, guys. How am I gonna text him? This nigga not gonna text me back. Oh my god, that nigga was actually a dead-ass pilot. Shit, I ruined it, bitch. Yes, Jazz, bitch, I ruined it. What, I'm gonna text him? Hey, that was my cousin? My cousin played too much? My cousin Julius paid too much? What you say? What am I fucking gonna say? Sorry? This nigga knows see me without my wig. He knows it's all fake. It's all for side. Bitch, I say it's AI. I self-sabotage. I hear it. I self-sabotage. Shit, the fuck? It is what it is. This nigga lives an hour away. So it really don't matter, to be honest. Shit. So you have a weird girl. I thought that nigga was lying. Bitch, I be lying to these niggas. I thought he was lying. Saying he was a motherfucking pilot, bro. So you have a sense, girl. I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. But he was really a pilot. His people text me on there and saying, "Oh, girl, I was trying to, you know, messing with girl." Shit was crazy, bro. So I'm like, shit. And then now I'm over here. Oh, and guess what? The nigga that the lips Snicker bar. He works at a motherfucking Target. Say, I work at Target. You know, they promote me to night. They promote me to night manager. Oh, God. Yes, sir. I hit the jackpot, didn't I? I always hit the jackpot with these niggas. You right. You know what? It's better than what. It's an upgrade. And girl, and then when we were by the boxers, the nigga was very excited, and that shit was pinky length. I said, what the hell? I said, nigga, at least get something right. Shit, you gonna try to do something, at least get it right? No, she didn't send me pictures. I just accepted it, but maybe I should look. Maybe she sent me pictures now. I had to accept her message, so she didn't send me any pictures, but I am gonna try to get some pictures. She said she will. Oh my god. So I'm like, girl, I'm doing good, my love. I'm doing good, Shan. So, I'm not in a truck, but girl, and then you know what? I have another date with this guy I call depressed guy. You know this guy that kept texting me? I showed you guys? This is man that keeps texting me like, hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? What's up? Hey, I finally text this nigga back. I text this other niggas back, and I said, hey, what's up? He's like, hey, so you got kids? I said, no, I ain't got no kids. And then he was just saying that. He was like, oh, damn, let me get a picture so I can put you in my caller ID. And I'm like, okay. And so I'm texting this nigga. So I'm like, I'm just so lonely, guys. I'm so depressed and lonely. Work is kicking my ass. The work itself is not hard. It's just the people there are very depressing. Every time I look at them, I just don't want to end up being them. I don't want to be them. Every time they're so mad and depressed, and I just don't want to end up being them. Where, I don't. They motivate me to do stuff better. They are my motivation to be better in life. Oh my God, they're so damn miserable. Oh my goodness. I hate therapy. I hate it. I have a therapist. I have new health insurance because of the job. I hate therapy. I cannot stand therapy. When I have these well put together people who live their life great, right? Or whatever. And then they're telling me advice. Well, if I can look inside their life, they probably need my advice. Talking about, and then I feel like they're judging with their Gucci bags and just judging me like, oh, how's your day? Oh, really? Okay. What? Okay. Sorry, time's up. It's going to be $500. Like, they're not here to help you. It's just, that's what they're getting paid for. This is not, they're doing, it's just weird. I can't. I just can't. I don't like therapy. I don't like therapists. I think they're just like people who like, I hate it. I hate therapy. I just cannot. There's people who get paid. It's like, okay, time's up. $500. Time's up. It's $1,000. Oh yeah, you're crazy. Like, oh my God. Oh my God, I can't. I hate it. I don't like therapy. I just don't. I hate it. I tried it. It's not okay. If we one thing, if I didn't try therapy, I was like, I don't like therapy. Have you ever tried it? No. Okay. How do you not know you like it? I've tried it. Tried therapy in Tally. I tried therapy now. It just sucks. I avoid my therapist. She calls me, and she's the one she's the one who called the police on me for a wellness check, which is sick. But it is. I need to find something else. Shopping and Shein is therapy for me, for sure. Because I told my therapist, I said, yes. Oh, yeah. She's like, oh, so you talk to men. Okay. And that makes me feel good. Okay. I want you to look in the mirror and say, I am wonderful. I is great. I is not a hole. Like, we're going to do breathing exercises. You count to 1 when you're upset. Count to 2 when you're super upset. You count to 3. The hell that going to work for me? Give me some pills. Girl, I don't know. I just can't. That's her job and it doesn't work on me. It doesn't. Therapy does not work on me. Because then I psychoanalyze her. And then I try to, it's just weird. I don't know. I just can't. I can't do therapy, bro. Hobbies. I like to draw, but I haven't been drawing lately. That's a psychiatrist? I do have a therapist and I have a psychiatrist. I have a therapist and I have a psychiatrist. Aren't they the same thing though, Loki? I love painting. No? I do have a therapist and psychiatrist. The one I talk to the most, I think that's my psychiatrist. The one I've been avoiding a little bit is my therapist, but I don't like either of them. I'm putting on cologne to go to bed and connect with my inner dog. What? I'm putting on cologne to go to bed to connect with my inner dog. Leah? We're going to have to talk after this. Leah, we're going to have to talk after this. But yes, girl, it's like, I I don't know what to do, bro. I find solitude in men. I choose, and maybe this is the thing, I choose the wrong men. And mind you, the guy I'm talking to, the little thing, he's a Scorpio too. I can't escape Scorpios. No matter where I go, I see a Scorpio. They can't just leave me the hell alone. Okay? I feel like I'm in a place where I have to talk to niggas where it's in a point where I picked the wrong niggas, right? But you know why I picked the wrong niggas? Maybe I see a part of me in them. No, I don't drink, and no, I don't do drugs, but I'm mentally not there. So I feel like I'm choosing people that are a reflection, an outside reflection what's inside me. That's why I connect with them so much. Why every nigga I choose is a drinking problem? Why every nigga I choose is doing the powder? Huh? Tell me. Why? Because I see a part of me in them. I see a part of me in them, bro. Oh my God. And I'm like, shit. I just self-sabotaged myself yesterday with a pilot with a good ass job, and apparently who has money. I treat the good niggas bad, but I treat the bad niggas good. You know why? Because you know why I do that? I feel like I do that. I do that because if I choose a good nigga, then I'm the bad nigga in the relationship. See, if I choose a bad nigga, I'm the good person. I'm the one that's standing up. But if I choose a good nigga, they can look at me and say, damn, there's something you need to change. And is that something I'm willing to work on? No. But it's a superiority. Maybe it's a superiority complex. Where I choose a bad nigga because I'm the good nigga in the situation. Oh, dancing make you happy. Host an after work. What you said, Julius? Host an after work party? I'll do that. It's just so depressing, bro. Maybe that's what it is. Girl, it's just sick. Maybe that's because, let's see. Maybe that's because I don't deserve better. I don't think I'm a great person. I don't think I'm like very skilled and stuff. Like, can you imagine I'm dating a lawyer? What the fuck would I have to offer him? Bitch, I can't cook. I can't clean. Hey, my love. I'm gonna be in soon. What?
Come on, they have clothes in the washer. That's not started. What should I do?
Whose clothes is it?
I think it's my clothes.
Axe. Tell them axe.
Well, you know, if I ask Mama, I know Mama's washing it. I asked, she gonna tell me to start it. But I don't want to wait. Like, I just want to take it out. You just say, should I say I thought it was already washed and put it in the dryer?
Yeah.
Put it in the dryer.
Yeah, just say that lie.
Okay.
Just say that. Okay, if anybody says something, I'll just blame it on me, okay?
No, I'm just gonna say I thought it was washed.
Okay. Maybe look into some methods to therapy and juju husband. I would look into anything, bro. They're beautiful in town. Oh, thank you, my love. It's just I'm very not here. So you know what? I think I just need some help. But you know what? But the thing is, I'm still going to the cycle. I got other niggas I'm dating. I got this another nigga I'm talking to. Another nigga, but they all ain't shit. Oh my God, girl, I was talking to this white man, right? Educational purposes on Tinder. I just blocked him today. I was talking to him. He cute and all that, right? And then I was like, oh, he's like, oh, he sent me an emoji. I sent him an emoji back. I thought we were doing this cute game. So I'm over here sending him that, right? And he's like, oh, damn, what you looking for? I said, I'm looking for a serious relationship. You know, somebody who can love me for me. And then this nigga said, I'm looking for a third. I said, a third? I said, what you mean? He said, and I looked in his profile. I actually looked in his profile because I just swiped right because he was cute. I looked in his profile, and then I was like, and then I see a thicker white woman. He's, I'm looking for a third. You know, me and my girl need a third. And I said, whoa. I said, I'm sorry. I didn't look in your profile fully. But I must have to be no. You know what this nigga said? He said, you probably saw a fine white man and you had to swipe right to get my fine ass. I said, first of all, I accidentally swiped right. And then I started saying these racial things and then I blocked him. But girl, it was just crazy, bro. Yes. He said, I probably saw my fine white ass. Girl, I don't know. And even if you don't have self-confidence right now, fake it until you make it. Girl, I'm telling you. And the thing is, it's not like I don't have confidence. I have confidence. Like, I do have, like, I think I'm the finest. But the thing is, I know sometimes, and realistically, in a relationship, when I have to be a girlfriend, what do I have to offer? At least when I have these no good niggas, I could be like, oh, because you did this, you did this. But if it's a really good ass man, what I'm gonna do? Like, bitch, they gonna have to look at me because he good, and I'm just gonna be, and I forget I'm gonna be in a toxic trait where I ruin. You know, it's like, girl, you're Rihanna, chin up. Yes, girl, you right. I need to heal, but I can't because, okay, you know why I can't heal first? Because I'm like, how long it gonna take? I need somebody to purge Doja. Focus on friends. Girl, I ain't got no friends in real life. Y'all are my real friends. I don't have anybody in real life. And think about it. The way I choose my friend, I chose a big girl that, a big bacterial membrane as a friend before. I chose the local white powder farm in this like local, and that like, girl, look at the friends I choose. They're just all rejects, society's rejects. Things that people, you think I'm bad in relationship, you should see the shit that they go through. Like, just washed up rejects, mistakes. That's who I chose as friends. So even in my friends, I wasn't supposed to, you know, girl, I stay in Florida. Come visit me. Some of y'all be like, oh, Tia, let's hang out. I text y'all, and y'all never text me back. Y'all say, oh, shit, that girl for real? Girl, yes, I'm for real. The baddest, what you trying to do? Let's hang out, bitch. Please, let's go. Yes, you live in the same. Let's go. What we doing? Let's have fun. Bro, I will go to LA, bro. I just can't pay for nothing. But yes. Girl, it's just crazy. Self-love. Like, what I'm gonna do self-love? I should put roses all over myself and put milk all over myself and be like, oh, I'm a queen. Like, I don't know how self-love is, bro. Like, what should I do? Should I do that? Girl, let's go, Boca. Guys, I gotta do my sister hair. I gotta finish doing my sister hair. I'm gonna be back on live. I'm gonna try. Don't quote me. I'm gonna try tomorrow morning when I get ready for work. I'm gonna try to be on live. It's so like, I'm just so depressed, guys. I'm so depressed. Okay, I'm gonna be back on live early in the morning, okay? Tomorrow morning, okay? Tomorrow morning, my love, okay? Happy almost birthday, my love. Happy almost birthday. Happy, love you guys. Love you. I'm gonna try. Good night, guys. Love you.